me. It's you.
What?
I've got it flipped on the wrong side.
Oh, I see. Greetings.
Okay, now I gotta figure out how to put it back. What's up? We're gonna light the Curious Mini live today because we just got our Wi-Fi hotspot in the mail today. So we can finally have some unlimited internet. We've never been able to do this before. Okay, do you want to hold it?
Yeah, flip it and then I'll
Okay.
flip it.
I didn't flip it.
How do I flip it?
So, let's, what?
Camp just sitting next to you being all regal.
Um,
Hello. Oh, hey, Stacy.
we've got cotton balls. Do you want to come up closer so you can show how I do it?
Yeah.
Cotton balls and Vaseline. And then this is fat wood that lights really, really quickly. I think it's all soaked in sap, and that's why it works so well.
Camp, you're gonna have to chill, dude.
So how I do this, first, is get a little Vaseline on my cotton ball.
It's hard to see. You don't know if you want to hit me. Sorry, this stuff's buried.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Got a cotton ball.
You need just a little tiny bit of Vaseline to get it going. Yeah, chill.
He pooped twice with me.
And twice with me, so he's solid. He's a Shiba Inu. It's a Japanese breed.
So somebody mentioned we should do an upside down fire, but I don't know what that is.
I just like to make like a lean-to with the kindling under it.
Like this. As much wood as I chop, there's no tiny pieces.
There should be. It's like deep under there, under these chunks. Maybe. Oh, there's a tiny piece.
Then the fat wood.
Is Hotlanta hot right now?
Burn. Baby.
No, you don't need the headlamp, I don't think. I think you're solid.
Our system last night for keeping this thing lit, because this does not stay lit for more than, it stays warm for probably a couple hours, but
Yeah.
we set an alarm at midnight and at 3 a.m. and we go to bed around 9 and wake up around 6. So every 3 hours we stoke the fire, and that really worked. So I think we might do that again.
It's mostly for our batteries and gear so they don't get so cold, because we can generally sleep through it.
Oh yeah, we could alone.
But our gear gets so cold, and it's bad on the batteries to get super, super cold. It's been like 10 degrees.
Oh yeah. Oh yes! Now she's going.
Yeah, we have a couple little holes in the Scamp and our, what is it, door leaks. So there's enough oxygen getting in, and I'll crack the top or whatever every time we light the fire, just to let in some fresh oxygen. Camp, relax.
What do you want, huh? What is it?
How can we give you money from Rhae?
Well,
I think there's a button for that, Rhae.
With our donations on our last premiered video, we bought a silky gomboy saw that we just chopped all this wood up with. It's so easy that I can do it, dude. So there it is. Again, we just got our Wi-Fi hotspot, so we're gonna be playing around with live streaming. We'll probably be a bit more dedicated and like make.
We'll get better at this.
Yeah. But for now, this is just fun.
Should we? You said Q&A, so should we do that?
Yeah.
Where should we sit? Over by you, and I can put like the thing up.
Oh.
Right? Does that sound good?
Poor puppy thinks he needs to poop for the 500th time. Becky Fitz! Love the videos. We've got our blackout curtains that I made almost 2 years ago now. Can it take pellets or briquettes for fuel?
I don't know about pellets. Supposedly they burn too hot, but it says it can take coal, so I can't imagine that pellets would burn hotter than coal. So, I don't know.
And there's coal around Colorado that if we found some, we would use it.
Reed said you can look around like where coal trains run, and sometimes they'll like coal will fall off of them, so you can find it there. Kind of interesting. We will do more of these. I think it's fun too.
I really appreciate that.
You know where he is?
No. That's pretty good.
It's so bright though.
The stove is.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Stove is expensive. Cubic Mini sent the stove to us in trade for video promotion, which took quite a bit of persuading. Normally we don't. It was interesting. They almost at first offered us 50% off a stove, and then we told them about what kinds of videos we would do, the kinds of views that we've been getting on videos lately. So then they ended up just sending us whatever we needed for the stove, and it was amazing. Super amazing. I think you would love it if you did invest in one for your tiny house.
But if you are going to get a Cubic Mini, consider getting the Cub, because...
No, this is the Cub.
Or, yeah, the Grizzly. Yeah, right?
Yeah. We would like to have the Grizzly because it would fit a little bit more wood, and we wouldn't have to stoke it as often.
It may be too big. I'm not sure physically, but...
Can you cook on the top portion? Yeah, we need to find a miniature cast iron. You can get those ones that are the size of like an egg cooker, but that doesn't seem like it would do much, so we haven't gotten one yet. I need to pull up the chat because your chat questions are coming up and I'm missing them.
What is...
Oh, there we go. There we go. Does it get too hot sometimes? We have a 16-foot Scamp.
13.
They said 16.
Oh, okay. It can get too hot, but you have to like try.
And really load it with wood.
Yeah. And then leave the chambers wide open.
It's been so cold that it's hard to, the heck? Chat viewing options. Live chat. Show them all. We have a 16-foot Scamp. We ordered our Cubic a year ago and have hesitated. Your comment went away. I can't see it.
You can scroll up like this. Oh, we can't touch it.
Don't touch the iPad anymore. I'll touch it. How long does it take to heat the Scamp? Probably like 30 minutes.
Until there's heat on the bed side as well, probably 30.
What kind of wood do you burn?
Chill. Right now, we're burning some pine actually, and I don't know what it was that Dawn had, but
seems like it's kind of not that dense or that hard,
yeah.
Like kind of campfire wood. But he has a lot of it, so I wonder what kind of wood it is.
It may be like a juniper, right? Or no, what are those called?
So far we've used Douglas fir, birch or walnut.
A little bit of black walnut. Lots of just like pine wood. It goes pretty well.
We also have these miniature stove tools that are really awesome.
Yeah.
They've come in handy. I would recommend them just because we can fit them right next to the mini without it taking up too much space.
Yeah, they're great.
Is it hard to use your stove or heater? Again, I'm so sorry if we're missing questions. I'm on my iPad right now and it's not showing them up. They kind of
adjust the angle and maybe we can like sit up high or something.
I'm afraid to touch it. I think this is fine.
If we miss your question, just
Ask
say it again. Yeah.
I can only imagine falling off the shelves when you get the Scamp to rocking. We designed this, Dave did, our friend Dave, so that we could take this stove out, but it is fastened underneath with screws, so it's not going anywhere. But in the summer, we want to be able to use this countertop, so we designed it so that we wouldn't have to leave this in permanently. And
relax.
I think that's going to be a really good thing. And it's really heavy too in the front of the Scamp, so it would be hard to travel with it off-roading like we do.
Stacy, hardwoods are better and burn longer generally. I don't know if they all burn longer. It's like the density of the wood determines how long it burns, I guess. But yeah, we haven't figured out what wood is generally best. And it's hard to source. Like we can't just go buy oak. Like a lot of people say, just burn oak, but we're up in the mountains and it's kind of hard to find. It's such a cool stove.
Unexpected pros and cons with the stove so far. The pros are how flawlessly it worked instantly out of nowhere. I saw that there's a $5 donation and it caught me off guard. Thank you to whoever donated that. If I can, I'm gonna look up your name afterward and leave it in the comments.
It should like stick somewhere though.
Yeah.
We should make this.
We're gonna have to figure this out. Don't.
Hold on. Super chat, right?
No.
Well, live chat is super fast. I don't know. Whatever.
It was me. Oh, Miss Mary Luce. You've donated before. Gosh, can you just be sweeter? No. Unexpected cons with this stove is how often we have to re-stoke for it to stay warm. I'm getting really hot right now.
That was not really unexpected though. Like
I
think it burns about as long as I anticipated it to.
Yeah. But we do have to get up in the middle of the night and re-stoke it, which is just part of having a wood stove.
Once we figure out...
We're not Canadian. We're from Kansas City.
Once we figure out what type of wood burns the longest, then we'll just like save that as nighttime wood and burn all the other stuff during the day. And...
Yeah. It's a kind of a learning curve. We've never had wood stoves before, so we're figuring all of this out as we go.
And like I said, not a lot of wood is available, so.
Hello from Barcelona.
Hello.
Are there any other pros or cons?
Cooking on it has been, well, not really cooking, but we've been making a lot of tea. And that's been really nice because we just almost always have hot water going, so then we can make whatever tea or coffee or cacao.
It's amazing that we can live out here in the middle of nowhere. We agree. Yeah. And look, now we have unlimited Wi-Fi.
Right, so we can do this.
I feel every day like we've just hacked the shit out of the system, and we're happy and thriving and healthy.
Awesome. They showed this video to psychology class.
This video?
Or not this video, but your channel.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Research products like BioBlocks to burn. Okay.
That's a good idea. Like the compressed logs. I've heard a lot of good things about them. I just don't want to buy one like without doing the research because it could get too hot, and I don't want to do anything crazy.
Oh my gosh, so many questions. not going back to KC for Thanksgiving. We're gonna try to do a Thanksgiving here in the Scamp. That would be a fun thing to live stream. So everybody's gonna be with their family, so I don't know who would care.
Well, the lonely people could have a blast with us.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Somebody asked if I am ever gonna sell jewelry, and I want to answer this because that is gonna be one of my future later passions in life. I love making jewelry. This necklace my friend got me from England.
Do we need anything out here? Not necessarily. Like, I think we kind of have everything we need, and we just got a bunch of like really cool new stuff. So, not that I can think of.
Are we worried about enough solar?
No, actually, we've been getting a lot this winter so far. If there are snowy days, it's normally just a couple, and then it's sunny. And we've been making plenty of power.
Yeah, you're really diligent about keeping the panels out.
Yeah, that's like something I'm working on every day, is keeping them in like prime sunlight. And I just found out that we can run both the...
Nancy! Keep this for the cold months.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll get an extra hot springs pass or something.
Thank you, Nancy and Miss Mary Lou.
You guys
Gosh,
rock.
this is so cool.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Smoke detector.
Yeah, we have a carbon monoxide
Thanks
detector
again.
and stuff. It's all good.
Carbon monoxide detector here.
Yep.
No smoke detector because it would go off all the time. Hello from Florida.
We haven't had to clean the chimney yet. We just looked into it after burning it for about a week and just burning kind of assorted woods, and there was really no creosote buildup. So yeah, we're also gonna lop off a foot of the stovepipe so it doesn't get so cold on the way up, because that creates more creosote. If we can keep it hot in the pipe, then there won't be as much that accumulates. Dude, chill. You all right?
What's up with these gross comments? Get out of here. You are going to be deleted as soon as you leave another one.
It's all good. Don't freak out.
Well, don't be so rude.
Well, yeah, that's the internet. That's how this goes.
Sam, tiny house?
Thank you, Sam.
God, this is weird.
Thank
you, Sam, Nancy, and Mary.
I just saw a comment about side jobs. One that we did, or I did, your face, you're just like melted. It's so cute. Was worked at a gear shop before we hit the road, because then we could like get all the camping gear and everything that we needed for cheap. And
Yeah,
it was
you
like
got like tent, sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Merino wool is where,
Yeah.
that's where you found out about that.
Ex officio boxers and headlamps and all kinds of stuff.
No, actually, our stuff doesn't
Yeah.
smell like smoke. It's much better if it did smell like this than
Like musty Scamp
than
smell.
what it would. $4.99. Thank
Are
you,
you out of your
Samantha
mind?
Boone. Ah,
Missouri campgrounds? Which ones would you recommend in Missouri?
on the internet, you just gotta ignore it. Thanks. Being nomadic. What do you do for insurance? Which kind? I don't have health insurance. Barron does. I turned 26 a couple years ago.
$9.99.
Becky Fitz!
Thank you, Becky.
I gotta email you back. But I ran out of data on my phone, so I've been not using my phone, waiting for today when we got the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we've thought about doing meet and greets, but we haven't really figured out the best way to do that yet. So if you have any recommendations, like I don't know, where would we do it? Like where would make sense, you know? I guess Kansas City is relatively central to everywhere.
Oh, a meet and greet?
Yeah.
Oh, we thought about doing it in Denver.
Yeah.
I just don't like going to Denver.
But we need to do it like out in the mountains somewhere, so we're not in a city.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mary Lou
Dude,
asked, is
relax.
merino wool itchy? It's not.
It's not.
It's kind of part of the cool design of it. It doesn't absorb scent. It's different from your hair. I think it has less follicles or something, or it's smoother,
I don't know.
which makes it softer.
what they told us in the clinic was that it's that they didn't have merino sheep didn't have natural predators for a long period of time, so they didn't have to have like a dense, coarse wool to like ward off predators. I don't know if that's true or not, but
yes, it is soft. Red Rocks is a good idea for a meet and greet.
oh, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I don't
It's a
know.
really good idea.
I don't think about that because I don't know who would come to a meetup.
We just use our parents' addresses, but if like whenever we need to change it, we'll probably do South Dakota, because to get your residence there, you just go there and stay in a hotel for a night, and then you're solid.
And then you can be a resident. That's all it
Yeah.
takes. A lot of people do that we run into, like in Arizona and stuff. They have their IDs in South Dakota, even though they're from all around the world. U.S.
Do you want to see the stove? No, I can't touch that. Sorry, I won't touch it.
Camp, what do you want?
Probably to eat.
Celia Davis would come to a meet and greet. Oh, get. Oh!
You can't get offended.
I know, I need to ignore it.
Yeah, that just makes it worse. Welcome to the internet.
Thank you so much. Really want to support you guys. You're my favorite YouTubers. That's a
sweet.
huge compliment given how many YouTubers there are.
Yeah.
I've been on YouTube for a long, long time, and that means a lot.
Who are your favorite YouTubers? Some of them.
Jenna Marbles has always been, since the beginning, one of my favorites. I like Joe Robinette Bushcraft.
He's awesome.
He inspired me to build a shelf out of wood sticks last summer.
I think just watching his videos, you've gotten a lot more confident.
Yeah, do you see how I am with that axe out there? I'm awesome. Yes, Jenna and Julie, and who else? I can't even. Oh, I just found this Chinese girl who does. She's like a female Chinese
12 apples
bushcraft.
or something.
7 plums. She's amazing. Chopping bamboo, doing farming. I would love to link to her account, but I don't. Maybe I will if I remember.
I like MKBHD. He's one of my favorites. Casey Neistat is awesome.
Your cute Wi-Fi is sick. I know.
It's been so cool.
Yeah.
The fact that we can do stuff like this is really empowering. Like opens up a whole list of new opportunities, which is really cool.
I've been trying to find info about your solar setup, but can't seem to find it.
There's some on my site.
We do need to make a video about that. We would like to make a video for Gold Zero, but
Thank you, Moonlighter.
Moonlighter! God, this is crazy. $102?
That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are awesome. We'll try to keep making it worth your while somehow.
But our solar system, yes, we will get that video out there.
If you go to my site, I have like 2 blog articles on the solar stuff. One of them was just a rant to one of my buddies that had just gotten the Yeti system. So I was like trying to just write down what I was saying to him on the phone as I was doing it. So that's just that. I haven't organized it yet. And then there's another one on the different components that we have and stuff.
How far will $102 go for you guys? It'll go directly toward this Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing in us buying it. Is it's a $200 a month hotspot that gives us fully unlimited.
You gotta chill though.
So we said that if it wasn't paid off by live streaming, then we would get rid of it after a month or 2 or 3.
Probably after winter. But as long as it's worthwhile and like we're like getting enough value out of it, because it's also like driving in and out of town to go to Wi-Fi is costly. Like it costs gas, you know. And going to coffee shops, we don't like to go to coffee shops and not like buy a few things, you know.
We also, and we tend to eat out when we're in town, like getting a breakfast burrito at the coffee shop or something. So having the ability to stay here and do everything with everything around us outside I think it's going to be huge and save us money in the long run.
And we have the Wii Boost, and we're making enough solar power to like be on our laptops, or we could do whatever we wanted on our laptops and still not burn enough energy to run out.
We keep from buying lots and lots of things because we don't have any room to put things. It gets to be a huge pain when we're carting around a bunch of stuff. So we're very routinely paring stuff down, getting rid of as much as we can. Yeah, we just don't have the room. And also I've found that we don't have the need for many things. We buy the best quality of the things that we need so that we don't have to keep buying them over and over again.
And if it's a thing that makes sense, we'll try to get it used, like secondhand somewhere.
We will make a video on solar and stuff soon. But like Barron said, check out normal2nomad.com and check out his
Under
blog
thoughts,
posts.
I have a couple blog posts on it. But so the number one thing I would recommend, like understanding, is that watts and watt hours, and kind of don't even worry about amps and volts for a minute, and just calculate it into watt hours instead, because then that translates to the panels and everything else. So amps times volts equals watts. That's all. Sorry.
Again, if we're not answering your questions, ask them again. We're only seeing like one chat bubble pop up at a time. Next time I'll do this on my laptop so that we can see the whole stream. This is our first time live streaming like this, but it's working out great. The side of my face is so hot.
Do you want me to move? Can't see it. Should we show the internet?
Bill, thank you so much. How did you meet?
On the mean streets of Lawrence.
We met walking when I was in college. Oh, God. And Barron, we met on the 4th of July.
I was visiting a friend.
How are you bathing with all the snow? Right now there's not a ton of snow, but we have hot springs passes until December. So we've been going there all the time.
Yeah, the hot springs are great.
Yeah. Oh my God. The realest young nomads.
Should you get save for a van? Maybe. I don't know. It's a really hard question to answer.
Thank you, Eric.
We want to make a video about like why we like a tow behind versus a van, because a lot of what's popular is vans and it's kind of in vogue or whatever. So yeah, we'll do that soon, hopefully. Not that vans are bad, but there's some things to think about.
Do you have any fears? Of course. Scary people on meth.
Well, why meth?
Well, because that's the most common drug, I think, that is around these national forests.
Methy people.
We haven't had any run-ins with anyone thus far.
No, we've had one experience with like a homeless dude that like walked up. I don't know, but he wasn't doing anything, and he just like spooked me is all.
Our plan is to take the stove down when we travel, just because it's so heavy, and the Scamp is old.
Yeah, eventually, I don't know. If we got like new suspension on the Scamp, I'd be more confident with it, but having this much weight in here puts some strain on the axle. Toyota Prius are sweet because you can run the engine for your
Thank you, Sam Tiny
heating
House.
and cooling.
I sincerely appreciate you. Lulu and Scooter Adventures, $10.
This is
This
crazy.
is so weird.
You guys are awesome. That's what you meant.
Yes. It's just weird because I put in so much work editing these videos. Barron puts in so much time researching everything that we need. And then to have the people who watch our content actively donate to us shows how much this is resonating with you. and helps us continue doing this, because as I'm sure most
It's
of you
super
know,
inspiring.
YouTube has really changed the way that they do monetization, so things are unmonetized very easily and very quickly.
And it kind of sucks making money off ads. Like, it's cool to
Yeah.
just do like a straight up transaction if it's valuable to you. Like,
It's
excellent.
kind of like Uber, like how you drive your own car. There is a middleman, of course, Uber, the company, but we're trading goods, is at least how I see it, and I really sincerely appreciate it. We don't waste anything.
Yeah. Truth.
One live stream and you'll almost have enough to pay the monthly Wi-Fi bill.
That's what. Yeah, that's amazing.
Do you guys want to know what we're thinking? There's only 192 of you here listening now, but we are going to be doing podcasts, our own podcast. Barron was part of another podcast with Brian Gallion, but
Which
Brian,
I'll still do occasionally, or
he just
whenever
moved
makes sense.
away from us, and Barron's been wanting to do a podcast for so long, and it would just be an easy way for us to get more ideas and content out there. And we're going to live stream as we do the podcast, just like Joe Rogan. You can call me Elsa Rogan.
Maybe not.
But I think that'll be a really cool way for us to get to talk just like normal. We probably, I don't know, would we answer questions like chat like this? It would probably be more like live
Yeah.
stream.
Not all the time though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think that'll be a really fun way to have a new avenue of content if you're really striving to get more information, get more stories, and just have more fun with us.
And I think live streams are so cool. When we lived in Kansas City, I would watch people play video games on Twitch all the time.
Well,
So-
it makes it seem like I want to see if we could get to 200 too. That would be crazy.
Yeah. This is nuts.
It helps show that we're real people, I
Yeah.
think,
And
and it
the
also
engagement
helps
is so
me
cool.
see that you are real people too.
And then if you guys tune in, if you have like a question or a thing you're working on or whatever, you can fire it off and we can try to help out. Like in real time, which is just
Yeah.
insane.
You love responding and emailing and practical paradise. Lindsay!
Stop. Stop. Lindsay is so cool. Dude,
I made
Lindsay-
a video all about Lindsay.
Yeah, go check that out. She's
Van
the
life,
coolest.
solo van life traveler. She lives in her van. She's the most inspiring female nomad that I have met to date. Because
True.
I talk about her all the time because
Yeah.
she will fix her car on her own. On Instagram, she'll just post all about the steps and processes. She's very musically inclined. She's an artist, and she's traveling solo from Alaska all the way down the western coast to face paint, which is that. She's like my woman.
Every time Elsa's doing something badass, like fixing something or whatever, she's like, "Oh, Lindsay is so cool."
It reminds me of you. I love you, Lindsay. Thank you so much. $14. Okay. Heather Rogers. Guys, this is amazing. I'm watching from KC Mo. Heather, I really appreciate it. This is so cool. Yes, find that video about Lindsay. I think it's something about solo nomad face painter, body painter travels in her van.
If you just go to Elsa's channel and search Nomad, you'll probably.
And
No,
watch
there's
all
a
the
lot
rest of my
those, yeah.
videos while you're there. You work so hard and deserve the support. Thanks, Mary.
That's so true. Elsa busts her ass. I have to like talk her out of busting her ass as hard as she does. It's actual truth.
I get it from my dad. Come on, people, they're almost at 200. Are you going to be spending the whole winter in Colorado? It's undecided. We would like to, I don't know. Colorado is just more our place with our kind of people.
And we have it figured out. Like we have several places figured out.
Yeah, we've got a lot of favorite spots here that we can bounce around to. And, oh, the sunset over the mountains right now is...
Show them. Show the internet. You can do that. That's crazy.
Tony!
You can take
Oh
them
my
outside.
gosh.
You guys want to go outside and see the
Yeah.
sunset? Wow. This is great.
The future is here.
I'll monitor their stove so we don't get negative
Okay.
comments.
Amazing? Or what? Here's the rest of our setup. It's been pretty windy. Nobody's around us. We're in a pretty solo spot. Oh, this is beautiful.
Let him outside.
Would you ever travel with the Scamp to Alaska? Yes. And I'm going to be ending this soon just because it's getting really grainy. I don't know if the video quality is very good anymore. I hear Alaska is just breathtaking in the summer. I wouldn't survive in the winter, I don't think, even with this wood stove. We're scattered around the Rocky Mountains. I am hesitant always to talk about where exactly we camp. One, because I don't want to give away spots, and two, because give away spots just because there's a lot of respect I think that is due out here in the National Forest land, and I am afraid that people who don't know this channel will come see the videos and then trash the campsites. Not always, but that is one. And also our safety. We put everything out on the internet, and I don't really like people knowing where we're at. You have a 13-foot Scamp that you found abandoned. That's amazing.
Shout if you ever find another one.
That is unlikely. It seems like I don't know if we played a part in it, but Scamps go quick. We got ours for $3,700 with some water damage. Fixed it and it's rocking. Scamps are amazing. The only thing that would worry you is if we got deathly sick out here in the middle of nowhere. We're relatively close to a town always, like within 30 minutes. And also something that we do to make sure that that doesn't happen is we stay very healthy. We actively work on our health. Mackenzie Peters! Thank you! I'm gonna have to list off all these names. I hope that all these names are gonna show, and I would like to leave them in the comments. I sincerely appreciate this.
Do you want to turn it a little so I can see the stove? Or is it too hot?
It's too hot.
I'll switch you up. I'm a little cold from here. That's it. Is that fine? A 16-foot for $1,300 is a really good price. Jeez. Where's the BioLite? The headlamp is a little brutal.
Oh!
Are you kidding? That's amazing, Heroes. What do? We have to go to Europe. Excellent.
Thank you,
Kansas
Jenna.
City.
What's that? Your name?
Hey, Kansas City.
Jenna's Creative Wonderland. Thank you. Okay, let's answer just a few more questions, and then it's getting dark, and I want to make soup. Albany, New York. I bet it's freaking cold there.
You should make soup on Livestream.
I made soup in the last video. I don't want to put them through that.
Okay.
What do you want to see in a live stream? Like, would it be fun to just see what we're up to? Or do you want to see us talk about things? Do you want to hear particular things? Learn things?
The total's up to 196.
Oh gosh.
That's crazy.
On
More
our
soup
first-
videos. They want more soup videos. Well, we can do that today.
I wouldn't watch a soup video, so I have a hard time thinking other people will.
Yeah, do you guys want to watch Elsa cook soup? Oh, weird, more cooking videos.
On how to minimize better.
The fan is incredible, and I'm glad that we got the big one. I didn't specify which size,
It's less editing.
so, yeah. The giant one moves a lot of air. It's
Everybody
great.
loves soup.
Vlog style.
Vlog style videos, okay. Love the cooking videos. That is so weird that people are so interested in the cooking. Because I only just learned how to cook after moving into the Scamp. Because I had to.
I also learned to cook on the BioLite.
Yeah.
Actually.
On a wood fire stove.
Yeah.
Christmas in KC? No.
Maybe not.
I think it would be. Oh, she's done it! Susan has got our Wi-Fi paid for.
That's crazy.
In one day.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
We gotta stop this. This is weird.
Please don't ever donate if you don't have like discretionary income too. Like, get your, right?
Yeah. I mean, I hope that we're providing enough value to continue making this trade with us, but this is unbelievable, and we couldn't be more grateful. Watching since the Nick's Face Awards. Any tips for newbies out here?
Newbies in what?
I would assume newbies in travel or camper life, minimizing.
Frugality is freedom. That I think is helpful.
I want to send you cashmere.
I don't know if we need cashmere. Thank you though.
I want to send you a message on Instagram. Go for it. Instagram handle is @ElsaRhae. Oh! Essie Beckley. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Thank you so much. This is covering our whole internet.
Right, it's incredible.
We've had this hooked up for a couple hours.
You can't like panic when people donate and then shut it off because it's too weird. Then they'll be upset.
Mom, there's a cash icon to the right of the chat bar. Becky, is your mom in the chat? Bonnie Fitz, hello!
A 16-foot Scamp would be very cool.
Megan Roy, 549, thank you.
The only thing is, with the 13, we can move it around by hand, and it's really easy to tow and super light, so.
I want to change my channel name to that now.
To what?
I don't know.
What?
Chill Elsa, it's all good. Twitch stream, yeah, that's...
I just downloaded the app on my computer today. I've been doing all the research on streaming so that we can rock this.
Thanks, Becky and Bonnie.
It's entertaining enough.
I would like to do these live streams, like on Instagram just now we tested, I was chopping wood, Barron was sawing wood. Just doing things around the Scamp, because there's a lot of people who are routinely asking about what we do during the day. If we could just post it up as I'm drawing something, whereas Barron is working on his site or his book. That's what I want to do, is have Barron live stream and get live direct feedback on his book would
that would be very
so cool.
It's a lot. Like, I'm trying to cover a lot of topics, but I think they're all important in their own sort of way. So, Bonnie, thank you so much.
Bonnie Fitz.
My mouth is so dry from sitting over here. I
I
gotta get some
know.
water. I can like hear my lips.
Thank you,
when
Bonnie.
Where did the bottom go? Oh, here it is. You should make soup on live stream, and you can just talk to the internet while you do it, because everybody wants to watch that.
Should I make soup? Would you be interested in me making soup? If I get 10 yeses. Oh God, I already have 4. 5, 6. Okay, damn it, I'll make the damn soup. We gotta turn more lights on in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Barron, you're gonna talk while I make the soup.
And
Or you monitor the chat, so there's no more
okay.
creepers.
I think the internet's handling that now, actually, which is great. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Got some hot water going now, so I'll make tea. So I can drink it while I make the damn soap.
Making some damn soup for the internet. What?
This is so weird. This is chaga mushroom tea.
Can I show them the host defense?
You can do whatever you want.
Excellent. This is lion's mane. It's supposedly really good for cognitive function and like repairing your mind. Yeah, so we bought some. It's Paul Stamets' company. He's a mycologist. He's got a book called Mycelium Running. It's excellent.
Do you want some?
Sure.
Will you rinse out this cacao?
I'll just drink it over that. Thanks.
Okay.
So should I flip the camera and then record you and I'll just like watch the chat and talk to it, right?
I don't know.
We'll try that.
Mycelium, mushroom, like mushroom roots.
Yeah.
Yes.
The fungal body of the mushroom.
Yeah, you can film me making the soup
Okay.
as you talk.
What deodorant are we talking about?
In the last video?
In the last video, this stuff. Oh. It's the Young Living, or what is it? No, it's doTERRA. doTERRA and Young Living both make really good deodorant.
Okay, something I got today at the store that I've never tried is this golden milk powder. I'm having some hormonal issues and I'm trying to decrease my dairy and gluten and decrease inflammation. So got this. I'm going to warm up some hemp milk on the stove and then stir this in a few minutes.
Stoicism. Read some Stoic, like, what's the Daily Stoic? Check out the Daily Stoic, Leanne, live. No, we do have lights, but to make it bright enough for the iPad to pick it up well, the headlamps help.
Does that create
No, there's no bars.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's a
believe that
book.
this would be interesting.
Yeah.
You still want me to freaking make this soup?
Take it easy, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Yeah, to save up for the Scamp, we moved in with like my brother and his girlfriend and one of our best friends and his girlfriend. Well, and she's one of our best friends too. So we had 6 people in like a small 3-bedroom house so that we could save up. This is so crazy. We love you guys. You want to see snow?
There's ice cream in the snow.
Yeah, there's ice cream in the snow. Don't tell anyone. How do we find spots to camp? Freecampsites.net is really useful, and then we'll go over to like Google Maps and put it in satellite view and look at the places that they recommend, and then we'll find like places off of that that have like gnarly roads and go up those. We're in Colorado.
I'm gonna let camp in.
Okay.
Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Are you coming? Let's go. Okay.
No issues with bears. We have only at like really popular campsites last year. We where people were just being pretty belligerent with their trash and stuff. Our life is, yeah, we try to make it intentionally peaceful. It works sometimes, most of the time.
When is it not peaceful? When we have to drive through Denver to go places.
Yeah, driving through the city with the Scamp attached is stressful. Like being on the highways and stuff. I guess I could flip this so you can see me so that it's not like awkward. I don't know. Is this awkward? I'm sorry guys, we're just watching Elsa chop vegetables while I talk.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you guys wanted this. Tell me what, yeah, if you want to change up the view or something, say the
You
word.
could put it here, and then you could sit back here.
Okay. Excellent.
Facing. Whoops.
We are watching soup, yeah. I'm so sorry, but you asked for it.
We are watching soup time! Is it?
Are we going to post the live streams for a later time? I don't know.
I mean, we might as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why we wouldn't.
The only thing is, it's kind of a vulnerable thing, you know, because it's just like live conversation.
Oh, yeah, that's part of what makes it cool.
Yeah, so we can almost be more intimate, like in this setting or like the podcast setting than on YouTube. So yeah, I don't know. Cool. Casita makes awesome trailers. That's a good idea. Oh, nice. No, we really don't run into that many wild animals, truly.
We would like to.
Yeah, we'd like to run into more, but the fox that we saw was really cool. These are super cool. What are these called?
I don't know.
These
BioLite.
little BioLite guys are awesome because you can hang them and they have a little foot and they hold like almost a full phone charge. So if you need to charge your phone in a pinch, they're good for that too.
A soup sticker would be awesome. Get out!
That's gonna be the new meme. That'll be our first.
Soup!
Yeah, soup. I played video games with a guy that went by soup, and everybody always yelled soup in chat, and it was pretty amazing. But please don't do that. We see our families pretty often. Yeah, and we talk to them super often too. My parents have come out several times and visited us, and so have Elsa's.
And Barron's brother and my sister.
Yeah.
Frugality is freedom bumper sticker. Yes. Yeah. We'd like to make a video soon talking all about what exactly that means.
Yeah. But to satiate your appetite, I have a blog post on it. So check that out. Normal2nomad.com. I hate that I have to say the number 2.
You guys have almost paid for 2 months of our Wi-Fi.
So thank you so much. The new heater is excellent. We were just showing it a minute ago.
The stove?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what she's talking about. I need my tea.
Some of this sweet potato is going to go to Camp.
The dog.
The dog.
Is he outside?
Yeah, he wouldn't come in.
See if you don't know what he hears you chopping food.
Not a meth lab. Not today. Y'all are so iconic. Okay.
He like juked me
You're
when
sweet.
I tried to get him. He does not want to come in.
I hate to say it, but I haven't had time to go through my stuff to get rid of it yet. Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah. But, I mean, you don't have to do it all at once. We did it over several years as we moved from apartment to house to our parents' houses to Scamp. Not necessarily in that order. We would just minimize every time we moved. Because we're always moving when we have rental properties at least.
Best moment so far living in the Scamp? It's hard to identify one moment, but...
This moment, being here on a live stream with unlimited Wi-Fi, is definitely a moment.
This is like a culmination of all the things. So I love technology so much, like with the baggage, you know. But, and then doing this, being out here in the middle of the forest, and we have good enough internet to live stream a video and like talk to people. This is insane.
Where's your bracelet from?
South America. It was from a buddy's Kickstarter.
Talked about it in a video a few months back. He had a Kickstarter. The patterns of it were inspired by ayahuasca ceremonies and their different visions, and the patterns mean different things on the bracelets. It's called Tribe Outdoors, is what he was fundraising for through friends of his who made these in, I think, Peru or something. That was cool to be part of that.
That was awesome.
Freaking soup.
So far we got ginger and sweet potatoes.
Are we gonna have to? The stove is outside. I'm gonna cook on the stove, so you don't have to sit here all day, all night.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do more of these. I don't know. We'll see. But it's a pretty cool thing, so. I'm
gonna reiterate one more time that if we're not answering your questions, it's because we only see one bubble pop up at a time on my iPad. Next time we'll do this on my laptop so we can see the whole chat, but if your question is not getting answered, just ask it again. Sorry about that. And thank you for asking the questions.
Camp's yelling at us. Okay.
I'll make sure I have all the ingredients for this soup and then go outside.
Alright. Should I grab the internet?
Yeah. Grab the internet!
I feel like this zooms in really close.
It might, depending on which.
We just did our laundry today at the laundromat, actually. To do all of our stuff and all of our bedding and everything, it's like 2 laundry things full. Washers.
Okay, just in case you can't see this, we're working with Amy's Thai coconut soup. This is the best canned soup that you could get ever anywhere. I like to make I like to make real coconut curry, but in a hurry, this is the best stuff. I just made it in my last video. Yeah. If you want a shortened version, go watch that.
Becky said, "Here we go, field trip." That's hilarious.
Becky emailed me this week to do a tattoo for her.
Oh, cool.
All right, we'll put this stuff in when I get back in. Got the broth, bone broth in addition so that we make more soup. Barron eats a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and coconut oil.
What is the one thing you can't live without? Laptop is a pretty useful thing.
Can I ask them a question?
Yeah.
What are all of you guys doing as you're sitting here watching me make soup? Like, do you have background things running? Are you making dinner? What are you doing right now with your lives? Camp?
BioLite makes awesome stuff. Love all their stuff is excellent.
Okay.
Recovering from ankle surgery, making tea. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hot chocolate, laying in bed, getting hungry and gaming and watching, drinking a beer, cleaning my fridge.
Hey,
Excellent.
if you didn't know, Barron he used to, what were you, like, world-class World of Warcraft player?
Yeah, I was a gladiator several seasons. No big deal. In both 2s and 3s. Holla at your boy.
Here we go, team.
Also field marshal. Not a big deal though.
Let's get these lights. Where's yours? Right here.
Playing a PC game while I watch you. Thank you for the donation, man. Julian. Playing StarCraft. I'm envious of you, but I can play online now because we got internet. So, Elsa's not still.
What's the name of the last person who donated?
Julian.
You can click.
Nokamasi.
You can click. Thank you so much.
Sorry if I butchered your name, brother. Disc golf putting.
Hey, mister.
I don't know if you can see the mountains over there. I'll try to get a quick view. Do you mind?
Oh, yeah.
No, you can see them. Yeah. Yeah, this camera's actually pretty decent. Chilling with a client and watching you guys as well as Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Interesting. I pictured you said surfing, cooking, and folding clothes, and I was thinking you were like actually surfing.
Damn, I need a lighter.
Your boyfriend's awesome, Tiffany. Scamp Soup Cookbook. That's a great idea.
Thought about it.
Susie Thompson donated $1.99. Thank you.
Oh, $1.99.
Yeah.
I was gonna drop the soap. Thank
Sorry,
you
I'm
so
shivering,
much.
guys. It's cold and my hands are freezing. I need to get gloves. Can I set this somewhere?
I can take it. Go. There we go. Campbell's like sweet potatoes. Yeah, he sure freaking is. And sardines. Frigo Alvigal. Hello, nice to see you again. Okay. I can't make soup while I hold this. Hey, can you grab a little bit of water? Like a water in just a cup? Thanks. Love y'all so much. We need soup commentary. Okay, here's the soup. Getting ready to be made into soup. I'm now munching on a brown rice. Ooh, cake with almond butter. That's my favorite snack. As of late, I like to put pumpkin seeds and hemp seed on my, call it a rice patty.
Here's water.
Thanks.
I got the sunlight too. It's under the hats.
Great. Here we go. Well, this is awkward. What do you think of my face? Okay. This is my kitchen, outdoor kitchen. Made a video on this too, if you want to see it in depth. Not at nighttime. BioLite is so awesome. We can see this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scamp BioLite cookbook. You can do that. Oh, jeez. We're not like strictly vegetarian. We're opportunistic feeders.
We have a cooler, so in the summer it doesn't really make sense for us to eat a whole lot of meat because we can't keep it very well.
And ecologically, we try not to eat meat just for the whole world's sake.
I go both ways. I'm a soul slinger. Okay. I will let this steam for a bit.
Everybody wants a Scamp cookbook.
I thought about making Scamp like a video cookbook, like making a video playlist.
I can't hold this still. It is so cool. Just having my arms up, like shiver. And it makes the video all choppy. It's really good. That suffice. I'm sorry.
You want to put your other glove on?
Yeah. I took it off so I could do chat. No, I can't. Sorry. A Scamp soup cookbook.
Get out! I don't know how to make enough soups. What could we make? I could make, we make some really dank ramen.
Yeah.
Really good ramen.
Sorry if I'm loud whenever I speak.
Plain bone broth with extra things. Not plain bone broth would be a good recipe. We eat a lot of really good variations of fruits and nut butter.
Like almond butter and peanut butter.
We
and
really
lots
do
of-
eat a variety of really delicious things. Really good salads, homemade salad dressings. I can't fathom why people think it's so interesting. So it's hard for me to want to like make it into a video and it's not appealing to me. I would love to watch dessert videos. But I can't really make desserts in here very well.
How do we make money? I do web development and build websites and stuff, and then Elsa does all of this and then sells her stickers and makes money on YouTube and then does contracts, design work, and all kinds of stuff. Spicy chicken ramen is good. Sorry I'm shaking, guys. It's cold, and I'm just standing here holding an iPad. I can't believe it hasn't died yet. If we go dark all of a sudden, it's probably because the iPad.
Maybe you should go in and
Yeah, maybe I'll go inside.
and charge it, because I'll make the rest of the soup inside, and I'll tell you when to come back out.
But don't put any ingredients in without us.
Okay. Give me 5 minutes. Goodbye. Oh,
Okay.
you fired.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Let me flip you around here. Let's see. iPad just doesn't quite get to that perfect angle. Oh well. Okay. Sorry, the iPad was getting super cold, so I brought you guys in here. One second. Gotta plug in. Okay, time to stoke the fire. Elsa is in the boring part of soup making, and the iPad was cold. How's the temp in the Scamp? It's really nice. We can look. We have a thermometer, or a little reader guy. 77, 78, 80. Yeah. And the stove kind of went out. I'll show you in just a sec. So, I don't know if you can see this. Ow. I just knocked my head on the phone. But the stove went out, so I'm gonna build a little fire in there quick. Okay, so when I started, I like to lay down something like this and then build like kind of a lean-to on top of it. And then I can put the kindling like underneath the little thing. I'll show you, hold on. We really don't have like teeny tiny pieces of wood right now. Should be okay though. Then we have a bag of fat wood that I cut up with an axe. We just got this at the hardware store. It's like, it says it's all natural fat wood, so I don't know. But I had to chop it up with my axe because it came in like big chunks. And they were too big. Sorry, I'm not answering many questions right now. And then I'll take a cotton ball and get a little bit of Vaseline on it. I don't know if you can see this, but just like a little tiny bit. You don't have to like cake it on there. And then I stick that guy in the fire. I can show you somehow. One sec. Yeah. So it's hard to see. You can't see it. It's so hard. I can't get an angle on it because it's like flipped upside down. Sorry, Tim. I swear it hasn't been this awkward the whole time you've been outside. This is locked. I can't get it to show the fire, but it's basically just like a little lean-to with the kindling underneath it. Maybe I can show you once the fire starts going. Do you have the lighter?
It's outside. Here's the lighter. We didn't start the fire.
Okay. It's lit, and then I'll make sure both the vents are open. So I just lit it. Both vents are pulled open to give it the most air. And then there's the little flame going. And I stuck the kindling just like right underneath these like cross log deals. I'll close them up. Okay. Love to build fires. I do too. Elsa learned to build fires. I think I mostly taught her, and ever since she's been kind of a pyro. So. Micro apartments are cool. Whoa. Popped itself out. Dang it. Cotton balls are the best for this. Wow, it's a little smoky. Some moisture or sap or something popped and it exploded in there and put out the fire. What's that fan? It's an eco fan, and it has a thermoelectric generator on it. So it has a like coil on the top that disperses heat, and the difference in the heat from the fire and the radiator up there makes electricity, and it uses that to spin. I want to use that same technology to make a little thermoelectric generator and stick it on the side so that we can make power from the heat that we generate with the stove. Elsa's got the thing going. One second.
This is gonna be some I'm saving for camp.
Yeah, it's still live, Sean.
Now the ginger.
Soup. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for tuning in live. This is our first time really doing this, so we would love to visit Germany and Canada soon. Camp is doing very well. I don't have a jacket on, so I'm shivering.
I'm pouring this in, and then I'll come back in to finish the rest once it's warm. If you want to go back in.
Excellent.
Bye.
Sorry, team. I can't handle it without a jacket on. It's cold out there. Especially when I'm all warmed up from the fire. What's next after the Scamp? I don't know. That'll probably be a while. Need some tea. Where's the tea? Yeah, you're welcome for the soup update. Sorry, it's cold out there. I didn't have a jacket on. We're staying for the... Yeah, we'll probably be in Colorado for a little while, at least. I don't know. But if we do decide to go to Arizona, now that we have a wood stove, we can go to higher elevation places. And we won't have to go like straight down into the deep south desert to like be comfortable. And the thing about the winter down in the far south of like Arizona is that it gets like filled with RV people. So we like to kind of go up into the hills on our own. Let me grab it.
I gotta still give it a minute.
Okay, so you don't want me to flip it?
We've got all our lights going.
Yeah. Most definitely, Nick. I like the RV versus a van. We've been talking about doing a video on this, honestly, but to like name off some quick things to think about. Vans are awesome. Like one unit to like solve the housing and transportation problem is really cool. If I did have a van, I would almost definitely have like a motorcycle on the back, so I could park at places and then ride into town on my motorcycle. That would be cool to do with the Scamp, but I don't know where we would put it while we traveled. I like with the Scamp that we can like leave it and go to town during the day. It's super useful. And like when we had to trade the Mini in for the Forester, we can like, it's a modular system, so we have the Mini and the Scamp, so we could trade in the Mini, get the Forester, and like exchange that, whereas with a van, it's all one thing. So your house has all the complexities of a house and of being a van. Yeah, everything does have its pros and cons for sure. I'm not like bashing on bands at all. I think they're great for a lot of situations. Biggest challenges, I don't know, what are some of our biggest
One of us
challenges?
always has to be sitting while the other is doing anything in this game.
Yeah, that's true. The floor space is really limited in the Scamp, so if one of us is like up doing anything in the Scamp, the other one has to kind of like wait patiently. So, what? Why that noise?
I'm laughing at myself.
Okay,
Mostly.
okay. But yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes.
Sleeping has been.
Yeah, sleeping is kind of difficult, especially when it's cold. But that's why we got the new comforter and our stove going, so that we can like be comfortable in the winter. The ice bath thing, yeah, we were just at the hot springs the other day, and that's like the best place to do it because then you release cold shock proteins. Dr. Rhonda Patrick talks a lot about that, if you want to look her up. If you go back and forth between extreme hot and extreme cold. Face painter at Six Flags, that's cool.
That'd be a lot. A lot of kids.
The new comforter is made by Rumpel, R-U-M-P-L. I'll show you.
Is the fire going?
Yeah, kinda. I can stoke it. Can't really see it, but it's like a down. It's made out of like sleeping bag material. And the artist that did the print is a fellow climber from Kansas City named Jeremy Collins. If you like nature art, you should look him up. He's awesome. I neglected the fire while I was talking to you guys. So yeah, right now I'm just putting in like little, like small logs. Or not even logs, but like little sticks, just to get it going, get a little coal bed, and then I'll put like this kind of stuff in there. But I keep forgetting to tend to it because of conversation. Sorry, the perspective is so weird. Can't really see that well, but it's wrong. That's awesome. I've looked at Rumpel. Yeah, they're great. Awesome, Catherine. I'm glad that this has been useful. If you have any other questions, fire them up. Tend to the fire all night. Wow. We've been waking up at like, I don't know, we go to bed, or we've been getting in bed at around like 9, because the sun goes down early. And then we wake up at like sunrise. So we last night set an alarm for midnight and 3.
Yep.
And got up and built a quick fire. Elsa did it first, and then I did it second. And that worked really well. And we're mostly doing that. It was like 10 degrees last night, but we're mostly doing that to keep all of our like batteries and our electronics, like our laptops and stuff, and the Goal Zero battery in like working order. Because the Goal Zero got like too cold a few nights ago, and it wouldn't take a charge from the solar panel because like all the electrons were frozen. That's what I picture in my head. But do we have a speed cap on your data? No, it's through unlimited bill.
We can get you a discount
Yeah,
soon.
and we'll get you a discount soon. So
Okay, soup time.
okay,
You
soup
ready?
time. Yeah. What do we do with
Who's
this?
ready for
Do you want me
soup
to-
time? Just do what you were doing. Hold it. Face
Okay.
it.
Which way? You want me over there?
Whatever. Yeah, then you can see the stove.
Okay. We've got all of our bio lights going. This Mary Lou says soon. We've got the sunlight and these two like mini lights. They're awesome. That one's got a solar panel on the back of it, which is really cool. And then this one holds charge, and you can like have, it has a USB out so you can charge phones with it. It's really sick. So actually we had the WeBoost booster, Stacy, before.
Rice?
Oh, hold that thought.
You can talk, I just wanted to interject.
Okay,
Rice.
okay, rice. Noted. But anyway, we had a WeBoost before, and we just got an unlimited hotspot. We had like capped data forever, so we had to like go to town for internet most of the time.
These are local sunflower sprouts.
That's a great idea, Catherine. You should get, if you want to look into it, get at least the 400 from Goal Zero, and if you go on their site, they have an open box deal, so look up like Goal Zero open box and then look for prices there. They often beat like the pro deal price.
Spinach.
I'd say climbing kind of got me into the outdoors, but I was always outdoors, like catching reptiles and amphibians and being a nerd. Elsa didn't ever go camping until we met. We went on our first camping trip together. How was it?
It was really good. We got to know each other really well.
It was kind of a matter of practicality too, choosing to do this. Like buying a house for $3,700 beats the shit out of a 30-year note.
Hemp seeds.
Thanks, Alexia. I don't know how to say. We're in a really small RV.
Chili garlic sauce. This is the best thing in my life. This goes good in everything.
Yeah, being in the forest is excellent, Catherine. Girl, they're in a Scamp.
Coconut aminos. This is a salad. A soup salad. We should set it up and eat it like we do on the reg, like we normally eat.
Hashtag millennial problems. You try to make a soup but accidentally make a salad.
Did somebody say that, or was that you being
that's
witty?
me.
Okay, that's soup.
I was in that like startup community in Kansas City. Did a bunch of different, mostly web development, and also did face painting and all kinds of other awesome things.
Okay.
Okay, can we like flip?
Wrap it up on the...
Yeah, hold on, bear with us, Dan. Right on, get to bed, Denise. It's one ham in Scotland, that's awesome.
I can't believe there's still so many of you watching. This is
Have
awesome.
a good night.
Let's just eat it right here.
It's like,
Weird.
kind of. How about we like, it's got to be like kind of far away from us so they can't hear us eating, because otherwise,
Up here.
it's, you know, don't you think? Can you relax, bro? Okay.
Well, this is an interesting angle.
Do we have a beer still?
No, we're all out. Oh, what is mukbang? Everybody's doing it. What is it?
What is it?
Mukbang, I don't know. Like Jeffree Star and all those people are doing mukbang. It's like food related. Mukbang, mukbang, mukbang. Come along, ways is the face words I. Where you eat and talk. Yeah.
Gross.
We're gonna mukbang.
So where are we gonna eat? Are you making tea right now?
Kinda. That's hemp milk.
Oh, nice. I don't know what to do.
Oh.
Should we eat over here? That's where we were sitting earlier. That was comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we have $299.
That's amazing. Sorry if we missed anyone. Elsa, probably don't put this in the firewood. Elsa builds booby traps for me with like our nice things. She'll put them in precarious places so that I like have a chance of breaking them.
Mukbang or mukbang is an online audio-visual broadcast in which a host eats large amounts of food while interacting with their audience.
No, get out of
This
here.
is done through an internet webcast, Google says.
No, not doing that. Sorry, team.
Camp is down on the floor begging for his dinner.
It's got to sit for 15 minutes and...
Who's up for that last dollar, says Miss Mary Lou. Oh my god, I rolled my car a few days ago, broken back relaxing watching you guys.
Wow,
Good luck,
sorry.
man.
What would I suggest? What would I do if I broke my back?
CBD.
Podcasts and CBD would be my go-to.
Can we put those sweet potatoes in there?
And that new World of Warcraft classic if I broke my
I
back.
really want to stay up and watch your full stream. Girl, you ain't missing out.
We're just eating soup. What am I doing? What'd you ask? Get the
Hey,
fire.
Miss Mary Lou on Instagram, she's been a supporter of mine for a long time, and she's the cutest. She has really cute, fun content. And you always remind me of somebody who should be in Harry Potter. I love your feed and everything.
And
Go
also
check her
loves
out.
Harry Potter too, so that's a
I do.
compliment.
I love Harry Potter. So check out Miss Mary Lou if you are feeling like you want something new on Instagram. What's...
What?
I ain't never gonna warm up my hemp milk if the fire won't.
Well,
Stay
I'm
lit.
sorry. I'm trying to talk to the internet and just life.
I stopped making Camp's food about 6 months ago. I still will supplement with fresh foods, but I started making his food because he has such terrible allergy problems, and then his allergies came back terribly and realized that, oh, this isn't really helping. And I know that
Tell me about the saliva test.
oh, yeah, we got a saliva test done, an allergy test done for him. Where does to test what foods he was allergic to. He pretty obviously has seasonal allergies. Yes, all the love to Miss Mary Lou. And I'm sure I'll get to know several of you guys later, the more podcasts or live streams we do. Just, Mary is awesome. But Camp is allergic to seasonal stuff. Obviously, he's worse in the spring and in the fall with pollen and stuff. But he is allergic to all the mainstream meats that go into dog food, like cow, pig, chicken, and most commonly corn. He's very allergic to corn, and all of those animals eat corn as their main food because that's how we freaking make meat. So once we cut those things out of his food, this is a dehydrated lamb meal that I'll feed him. I just rehydrate it with water, and that's another thing that I have learned a lot about is the lack of water in animal foods is a huge cause of health issues, immediate health issues, and later on down the road. It's like chronic dehydration in humans. It happens in dogs too. Cysts, tumors, cancer, you need to keep them hydrated. So if nothing else, if they aren't big water drinkers, throwing some water in their dry kibble. But this dehydrated raw food they claim is raw. It ain't. I think it's just freeze-dried raw. But he's been really liking it, doing well on it. He's a really skinny dog, and I'm trying to find all the ways I can to boost his weight up. But
he's like active and
yeah, he's really active and really muscly. But if I feed him more of this, he poops like crazy. And online it's saying that usually that means he is eating too much. So
another thing, if you want to supplement standard dog food, is sardines. The oil is really good for dogs and fats and everything.
The EPA and DHA in the fish oil, just like for humans, it's good for their joints. I've heard different things on fish oil, to be honest, but that has been really helpful for us. If you, twice a week, if you do nothing else for your dog, supplement, take out 1/4 of your dog's dry kibble twice a week and put sardines in their food. That's all you gotta do.
They may have loose poops as they adjust to it.
Yeah.
So just be warned.
But it's got all kinds of vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, that it'll do nothing but good for your dog. Sardines and water. Not olive oil at first, except sometimes we give from that. Anyway, we should eat. I'm hungry.
Me too. So we'll do it here. Eat here. Maybe I'll move the backpack so it's not like hot.
Okay.
We don't need the cooler, right? Let's see.
Oh, I missed a funny comment.
The booster is the right height, right?
Oh, I know how to do this. Yeah. Elsa.
Joints? That was one of the most fun videos that we ever made.
For sure. Let's see.
Oh, nice. Well played. Still.
Take off the case.
Very careful.
As I was sitting outside making soup, I realized that when I watch other live streamers, oftentimes they'll just do things without like super commonly interacting with their audiences. They just put up a video and live stream. And I'm just thinking about how weird that is, but how we could probably get away with doing that. Just film ourselves. I just feel funny right now. Like making you sit here and watch all this stuff. So I'm gonna need to get over that if I'm gonna become a pro streamer. Okay, please be very careful.
Okay, I'm not gonna go over to that side. Scoot your cooler closer to me. Is that gonna stay for sure?
Where?
Oh, a gear tie.
Yeah.
Where did I put it? Oh. Oh, sorry, bud. Gear ties are the best.
Wire within.
Excellent idea.
Can I have a moderator?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Oh, to moderate the comments?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stay tuned. We haven't
Makes
got
it
there
look
yet,
roomy
team.
at that angle. Good.
Did you already put all the spices in?
Mm-hmm. It's done.
Here's your spoon. I don't want it to fall
Excuse
in
me, little dog. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry.
There you go.
Mukbang.
No, dude. Get out of here. That's terrible. Just because the name is the first thing I've ever heard.
Mukbang. Mukbang.
Mukbang.
Mukbang, baby. How can we read this though?
I don't know. That's what I was just wondering. Can we make the chat bigger?
There's a way that I can watch the chat on a different
excellent.
device.
Oh, I have devices. Should I grab my iPad or?
Oh, just. Oh dear. Mukbang is so gross.
Did you use the iPads to stack the thing on as weights?
What?
Never mind. Is the tray table? Are you using the backpacks as weights on the tray table?
Yes, because the feet are underneath it. Okay, we're just gonna eat. Maybe we'll just talk to you and tell you a story because I can't really see the chats from this far away.
I have my phone.
I don't know how to.
I'll work on it. Hold on.
I don't know where my phone is.
We're on YouTube, right? Nice. The food's just out of what?
I can get on my laptop.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a new ability, so. Oh, here it is.
Oh, God.
We tried to make the thumbnail like kind of ironic and funny and intentionally dumb, so sorry, world. Here we are, streaming live. That's crazy. Okay, so now we can do chat.
Oh, nice.
Feed the camera? Probably not, dude.
It'll pour out. How delayed is that?
Yeah, we're basically best friends. I'm not playing it right now. Let's see.
Annie Fitzpatrick just said, "Hey, y'all."
Hello.
Do you see that on your phone?
Yeah. It was, well, the chat is not delayed at all.
Oh, really?
But
So,
our image is.
oh, Frugal
just
RV
slightly.
Gal's leaving. Thanks for always being such an awesome, supportive person.
All your comments are great.
What is this temp in the Scamp right now? Oh, let's see.
Let's see. Watch your eyeballs.
Oh my God.
It's hot.
100?
Up. Well, I'm pointing like up at the ceiling. Yeah, it's in the 90s, and it's like low 30s out here. But I'm pointing at like the roof just by the heater, so. We've been traveling for 2 years full time. I'm not really traveling, but living in a Scamp.
You've done a lot of travel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's super warm. It's like too hot over by the stove. I'll be okay, Amy. I can make almond butter rice cake or
What'd she
something
say?
funny to catch up.
Oh, please.
I'm just kidding. She's going to eat your half. You better get to eating.
Would you like some?
Hi from Lawrence. Lawrence is where Elsa and I met. Do we watch Hopscotch the Globe? We do not. I don't know what that is. Or I don't. Yeah. Here, we'll swap.
Let me put Camp up here.
Alright. Somebody just donate. Did I just see that? This is crazy. Sorry if we missed any donations, guys. Excellent.
Hi from Tennessee. Oh, Camp, don't cry. After he eats, he really just needs to be petted. Elsa St.
Needs.
John is
Strong word.
enjoying our dinner. She's eating dinner right now too.
That's exciting.
I've always wanted to say hi, so hi from Wisconsin. It's cold here. I've been looking at a Scamp possibly. Casitas and bowlers are siblings of Scamp. You should look into those too.
But in Wisconsin, Scamps are made in Minnesota.
Oh, so Scamp would be the
So there are lots of Scamps up north, and a lot of people don't really know how popular they are on the internet. So
How's the Mini working out? I thought you were talking about the Mini Cooper. We used to tow with our Mini Cooper. The Cubic is great. It's amazing. If we had a propane heater, like, would you choose propane again, or would you choose this?
I would choose this, but it would be cool to have a really small propane heater or a really small electric heater, just to keep like batteries and stuff warm.
Yeah, we're looking into that.
Or electric blankets we've looked at. There's a really small like catalytic propane heater that I've been looking at that would be a cool thing, but wood's cool.
I'm so nervous to cut into our camper. I was too, but really it wasn't a big deal at all. We went with a rubber boot because the hole is on kind of a corner. So using a metal one wouldn't have really sat very well, allowing for the pipe to go straight up through. So we used a rubber one so that we would have more control.
If you're doing it on a flat roof or on the side, there's stuff called Dicor, right? Isn't it Dicor?
$2 from Alnixia 2001. We have hit $301 and our Wi-Fi is paid for 1.5 months. Thank you, everybody.
That's awesome.
Oh, God. Is it on your own land or ? Oh, I just heard myself screaming.
I thought Camp farted. That was a scream.
Oh my God, I am loud. We park in National Forest land or BLM land. There are different limits in different areas, but for the most part, you can stay up to 14 days in any spot on National Forest land. It's public land.
Within a 30-day period.
Yes, some places are 14 days in, some 14 days in, 14 days out. Some places are 14 days in, 60 days out. Some places are 14 days once a year.
Some are 7 in, 7 out. It's just all different.
But anyone can do this in the United States. It's part of the perks of being American. This isn't a thing that's really
and you
found
don't even have to
anywhere
be
else.
American, so that's good too. To do it in America.
How many Elsas in the room? You're Elsa too.
You guys should build a snowman.
Get out. How strict are they with that rule? In different areas, it's different. We've been in places for,
It's up to the ranger, basically.
we've been in places over the 14-day limit. If we're really far back,
And like nobody's been around
and in more popular areas, it usually is, they're patrolling a lot more.
we don't like to push it. Yeah, I was waiting on you. I should have used my words, but I was eating. Do you know how to ice skate?
Oh no, that's one of the things I can't do.
I know how to ice skate. I'm not very good at it, but we're thinking about getting snowshoes if it snows enough. I don't know if we'll get enough snow for that to make sense though. How much is the Scamp weigh loaded? I don't know, maybe 1,500 with everything in here, 1,400, something like that. I don't know. I can move it around like pretty comfortably by hand.
I can too. I can pick it up.
Elsa can pick it up.
No, not the whole thing.
How can I send money when I click on the money button? You just send it. I don't know. It just works.
How did you do it?
I just put in my credit card. Or no, I don't even know if I put in my credit card. I may have already had it. My phone already had it. That's what happened. You just click that button at the bottom right. Emily. What state do we like the most? Probably Colorado. But Arizona is really cool because it has a lot of different elevation variants. So you can like go all the way down to the flat desert or up in the mountains.
All kinds of different climates in one state. It's really weird.
We've only been in the West because that's where all the like public lands are. Why is your silver play button? I'm not.
Oh, it's at my parents' house.
Oh, okay.
I love it. It's so cute. It makes me feel so good every time I see it. And my parents too, they love having it.
The average temp in here is like right now up high, probably about 90 degrees. On the ground, probably like high 40s. We could look, but I don't want to grab the thermometer again. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mackenzie.
Do it. Where is it? It's right behind you.
Mackenzie donated $5. So we'll go ceiling 100 degrees up there. I should put we have a little USB fan. I'll put that on the ground so that the air circulates better. You can't really see this, but I'm pointing at the ground now. It's like, I'm pointing like on the carpet and it's like 57 degrees. I don't know if you can see that.
Thank you so much, Mackenzie. If I was in the city, that would buy me part of a Chipotle burrito.
Yeah, we do have solar. We have a Goal Zero Yeti 1000 lithium and a 400 absorbent glass mat. The only bummer, like lithium is awesome because it's super light and it can discharge really quickly, so high voltage, but well in really cold weather. Neither of them do like super well, but the lithium kind of gets nuked a little harder. And we have a 100 watt panel and two 30 watts. We just got it. It's from Unlimitedville. We'll have like links to this soon, but it's this little like Unite Explorer AT&T hotspot. But Unlimitedville is like actually unlimited Wi-Fi that doesn't get throttled, and it's $200 a month for the AT&T plan, which is a lot, but we're hoping to like recuperate that in gas costs and making stuff like this, which has worked out. Excellent. Thank you guys so much. Here.
Oh, that's good soup. Wish I could super chat. What is super chat? $10?
Well, we can enable super chat.
What is super chat? $10 from Emilyton. Thank you so much. Emilyton. Emilyton. $10. Thank you. Have you ever thought about camping in Canada?
Yes.
Yes. Barron needs a passport.
Yeah.
I need another bite of food. I'm hungry.
Go to your fridge.
Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Must be like 30 degrees overnight. It's in, last night it got down to 10 degrees. It's really cold. It's really hot in here right now.
We can sleep comfortably down into the teens though, with our, like if we have sweats on and like some kind of hoodie or something, and then our down comforter and our regular comforter. Hey, chill. Chill. You okay?
Will you ever go back to normal living?
Not exactly, no.
Not the way we used to do it.
Yeah.
We'll never go back to Kansas City. I mean, not to live. I can't ever see myself living in Kansas City again. Just because we know now there's so many cooler places. No,
And we've kind
slight,
of like
but-
we've done that.
yeah, for over 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my turmeric hemp milk drink because it's been sitting here for a... Oh God, good timing. Damn. Did you see that?
I felt that. It's got my whole arm singed. Good thing I'm...
Oh, I can watch the replay. Ooh, it smells good though. Okay, frick. It is hot. We've never boiled anything before.
I got it good and
Where's
going.
that? Okay. Super chat is the donation form you have been receiving, i.e. Mackenzie Horn's donation above. So everyone can, not everyone can super chat? I don't get it. We've lived in Kansas City, suburbs of Kansas, and downtown Kansas City, Missouri. So we come from both. Casey Mo's pretty cool. Not sure if this might help the more hormonal issues you're talking about, but check out the book, The Mood Cure. It helped my anxiety tremendously. I will. I am on my second book for hormonal healing. How did you know that? Have we talked about it? Or did you talk about it?
I think, I don't recall talking about it. I think you mentioned it though.
The Mood Cure. It's just what YouTube calls the donations. Okay. I can't believe...
You want more of this?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, you can have it.
I'm like pretty full. Like stuff.
Okay. I don't think certain countries do super chat. Okay. That makes sense.
Reroute your IP.
I got a milk frother for my cacao drinks. It was supposed to come in today, but alas, it didn't.
So we still live as peasants.
So I can't froth my drink, okay? Do you miss pizza? That's a good question.
I don't miss how I feel after I eat pizza. I miss eating pizza.
Yeah.
We eat
so
pizza
good.
still on occasion.
Yeah. I've been trying to cut out dairy just for inflammatory purposes. How do you get mail on the road? We have a P.O. box kind of in our central location. Last winter in Arizona, we made some friends who let us send mail to their house. But you can send mail at participating locations. You can send mail to USPS under, I forget what it's
General
called.
delivery?
Yeah, that's it. General delivery, your name, the post office address. So you can send anything. You call the post office beforehand and see if they do general delivery. And then you can just send it there. You guys have me seriously looking at investing in a Scamp.
They're awesome.
Do it. It's a great life. Thrive Foods have freeze-dried meats. Oh, yum.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Are we planning on seeing family for Thanksgiving?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think so. That's pretty soon. And we haven't really planned on going back. Have you tried golden paste turmeric based for camp skin issues? No. But I would. I'm about to make a turmeric drink, but it's so hot right now that I can't even hold my cup. Can you cook a turkey in that wood stove?
Probably not.
I think it'd be fun to stay here and make some fun foods and have I was talking to my friend about making it kind of a very intentional day, paying attention to my abundance of things and fortunes and...
I'm gonna go grab the ice cream.
We have a special dinner. I'm thinking about like maybe going to get a local steak for Thanksgiving, but...
We try not to eat a lot of steak because
Yeah.
making cows is like raising cows is super wasteful, and they're treated pretty shittily.
Okay, this is My Kind Golden Milk. I think this might be backwards on your screen. Recovery and Nourish. Organic turmeric blend. Organic fermented turmeric root. Organic coconut water powder. Organic tapioca fiber. Organic cinnamon bark. Organic ashwagandha root. Organic ginger. Can't curse. Gonna lose all monetization. Mix 1 scoop in...
I feel like you've been reading that for 10 minutes. Have you not? Sorry.
Oh! We've got. Do you have the Weber grill or any charcoal you can cook out? We did have the Firelight or BioLite fire pit. That grill is awesome. But we leave it at a friend's house because it's kind of big. But
we still use the BioLite camp stove.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Where are you trying to go?
Right there. Oh, it's too hot. I can't even. I've never boiled anything on there before.
It might be a different kind of wood.
I've never gotten the stove as hot as you have gotten it in history. You have a way of.
I've been trying to teach you, but
Well, no,
you do your own thing, so it's all good.
You always tell me not to use all the wood.
You don't have to use all the wood. Are we pissed?
Barron, you're a natural mukbanger.
Cool, dude.
You hear that?
That's excellent. Glad to hear it.
Whatever you do for Thanksgiving or get-togethers, you should do a live stream. Oh, that's a good idea. Sit down with people and take questions afterwards. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Glad to know you'd think that was fun. Game of Thrones, when does it come out again? It is not easy to get bored out here. We have a lot of books, and now we have unlimited Wi-Fi, which I hope to use in the most efficient way possible. Not just sitting and scrolling on the internet. That kills my like my psyche when I sit and scroll through Instagram. I have to check myself and pay attention to how much I've been using Instagram, because it makes me feel really bad. You know, like scrolling through social media versus if I go and read a book or go outside and dance or something. Those things make me feel really good. But just on Instagram, I don't just naturally feel better about myself when I'm done, you know? But I think the internet we will put to very good use. The plan going into it was to do live stream stuff like this, because it's a cool kind of way that people are doing YouTube now. There's been a lot of YouTubers who have left YouTube and gone to, like my favorite face painters have gone to Twitch. I've never had a Twitch or watched them on Twitch, but considering doing some Twitch along with YouTube. Video editing is my main passion, so that's not gonna go away. Oh my god, I can't even hold this.
Put the other cup on Elsa.
Maybe I'll just do
Okay.
one and then another.
Maybe I can have some. Do you want some ice cream?
Is it frozen?
Yeah, it's perfect.
All day?
Yeah, I buried it in the snow.
Oh, it is not frozen.
Oh, it's not. Dang it.
No.
Dang it. It wasn't cold enough. Is
That's
it
good.
still
I
like
better not eat
icy?
It's like a shake, a milkshake. Which
Even
is
better.
This is my milkshake.
Can I put this up there?
Where?
On the, like where it normally goes. Because then we'll have it to use.
This is so awesome. We're just sitting here live streaming as we just do our lives.
Thanks for continuing to watch, but like don't feel obligated to.
Do we have any movies?
I don't think so.
Well,
we have Catch Me If You Can.
Elsa, how is it during that time of the month? My period, I'm about to start my period. It's not a big deal dealing with my period out here. It's a change, but it's not a big deal. The worst part about my period is PMS beforehand. I'm trying to fix estrogen dominance and progesterone deficiency is what I'm working on fixing. It's been pretty terrible to deal with, but it's fine. Periods are periods. They make me feel healthy.
In case you're wondering, my milkshake is delicious.
Okay.
Want a bite?
Catch Me If You Can is so good. Good. I haven't ever seen it. No.
We just watched The Martian, and that was really cool. I listened to the audiobook too, and it was excellent on Audible.
What we used to do is we'd go to the coffee shop and download movies to watch later in the Scamp. Hey, camper. Hey. Stop. Stop. Crazy.
How's the tea?
I haven't tried it. It smells like ice cream.
Oh,
Wintry.
nice. I got my own chat over here. This is so cool.
Who wants a twitchy face painter anyway? I think are you saying because they're on Twitch and they're face painting? Oh. Poor dude is wearing the cone of shame. He's not wearing the cone. He scratches the crap out of his face when he doesn't get what he wants or after he eats.
He's super manipulative.
Yeah, he's a smart little shit. You love my humor. Can you do that?
That's so cute.
I have a book called Elements of Wit. I've been trying to learn how to be funny. Do you listen to Blue October? I don't know what that is. I'd be interested.
How cold is it outside? Probably right now, like mid-20s.
I don't know where my phone is, or I'd check.
Oh, I can look with the thermometer. I'll do that because it's hot as.
Yeah, it's hot. Okay, let's try this turmeric drink.
Oh, I wish I could blow the chat up on my phone. But... Okay, I'm gonna test the temperature.
That's pretty good. I wonder how much turmeric is supposed to go in it.
Outside, it's like 28 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll put it in Celsius too.
It's really good. I think the hemp milk is...
In like -1 Celsius, is that right? Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought that was a spark over there on the wall that had just popped out or something. Out of the corner of my eye.
That would have sucked.
I've been having fears at night that the Scamp will catch on fire and that everything is going to blow up and fall apart.
God. Let's get a little morbid.
It's kind of scary. Like, what would we do? We'd have to go find another Scamp and take everything out again.
Yeah, that would be a pain.
All the Scamps, if they would just sell them without all the dumb fridge and stove or anything, like sell it to us empty, okay? That then it wouldn't be so expensive.
And then you could choose all the different things that you need.
Yeah,
and
it'd be cool.
Build them modularly.
It would be cool if they did it custom like that. I've tried to reach out to Scamp many times on email, but they don't. I guess they're not very internet savvy. I don't know for sure. That's just what I've heard. And I don't know that they would care to like work with us, given that they don't need us because Scamp is killing it, and I think they just don't really do much online advertising or anything. Do you ever come east? No. Humidity is a big problem in the Scamp, and there's not a lot of national forest land and free camping out there. Scamp probably boomers.
I don't know what that means.
Me either. Did you guys get your Scamp brand spanking new? No way.
No chance.
It's a 1988 Scamp trailer. It's the same year Barron was born. The new Scamps, it was at 2012, they started making them a few inches taller inside.
It's either 7 or 12.
So it would be neat if we ever like had an opportunity to move into a new Scamp or newer.
But like we said, they have so many, like, all their appliances and stuff just aren't super practical, and they take up a lot of space.
So we would take it apart anyway.
Yeah. So it doesn't really make sense to get a new one.
And it's fun to have this one be old, and like we cut a hole in the roof because it's old. It doesn't matter. I mean, we take care of it, of course, because it's our house, but I kind of look at it lately as like our experiment vessel. Later on down the road, we would love to have land so that we can grow our own food, have a place to bring people like you guys to come do retreats and things and learn about how this lifestyle works.
And study other things like, I don't know, meditation and like just
Oh,
being
yeah.
in the forest and like playing, doing fun things, climbing. And all
Everything
kinds of stuff.
healing and learning and growth oriented, but we would have the Scamp, I'm sure, on that land, or we would park the Scamp. We've always talked about having the Scamp be our second home. Park the Scamp somewhere and then have it be our getaway house. But I would love to build a yurt. I would love, we just were introduced to the kind of dome
With
structures.
geodesic aluminum pipe.
That would be amazing. There's so many options for small living, because now that we've done this, everything is going to feel like a mansion, but also we house sit for a couple of our friends, and they have a 3-bedroom, 1-story, 1.5 bath. I don't know. It's
Something like that.
it's a nice, quaint, small house, but it's still huge. So I would love to have just a small studio space. Studio, like with kitchen, bed, everything in together, you know, like a yurt setup with a wood stove. Goal. Sorry, that was a lot of talking.
Pretty cozy. No claustrophobia really, because there's all of nature everywhere around us, so we can go outside.
Teardrop trailers. The coolest ones are tabs, I think.
Yeah.
We have a friend who has a tab. Boomer means that they are not tech savvy and they're pretty old. Oh, like boomer baby? What do they call baby boomers? Duh. Got it. Sorry. I thought you were talking about mushrooms. And I'm tech savvy. Yes, I'm a boomer.
Yeah, it's hard to find a Scamp. They're difficult to find. I would get on like the Facebook groups and stuff to keep track of them.
Get a tiny home for a studio. Yeah, we looked at tiny houses. We have a video on why we chose a Scamp trailer. And the tiny house thing we didn't choose because you have to find a place to park it. They're not very practical for long-term travel, but they're so cool. They're awesome. I love the layout of the spaces. You can customize them and make them exactly what you want. But we wanted to travel when we first started doing this. I would go find a trailer and build a tiny house. I'd love to learn how to do that.
I would rather build like a cabin just out of wood.
I think I would too, but if I had the opportunity to build a tiny house, I would.
Yeah.
If somebody needed help. The thing too about having our own land is we could have workshops, like get people, once we kind of knew how to do these things, build these places and cabins and stuff, we could have workshops where people come and learn how to build them, which would then provide us a structure on our land for more people to come and stay, and it could be just like a cyclical help us help you help us.
Yeah, I think the tiny houses will get easier and easier. Like they'll pass legislation just because it makes more sense. In Kansas City, they're doing building tiny houses for disabled veterans and maybe just veterans in general. So it's a really economical way to build housing.
Oh, Airstreams are so cute.
Yeah, Airstreams are cool, but you gotta watch like ground clearance and stuff with them. They're pretty
They're
heavy.
heavy. But they're so cute.
Yeah, they're really cool. 16-foot Bambi is my favorite.
We live in the Scamp for 2 months of the year. Awesome. What time of year? Summer? Spring? Fall?
Professions on the road, anything on the internet. And then, like, in small towns and stuff, people often are looking for work. Like, we work on a farm in the summer and different things like that, so.
Let me show you my rings. Speaking of turquoise rings.
The 16-foot is a little bit heavier, so we'd have to get likely a different vehicle for the kind of off-roading we do, and I couldn't move it by hand then, which would be a pain. that tea was delicious.
It's amazing that people are sitting here watching this, watching us do this.
It is.
This is turquoise. This is from my friend Maggie. This is from my friend Liz, Tulip always.
Do you guys have a bathroom in your Scamp that you live in? Joe Christensen. We get a lot of our food at a local health store. There's a natural grocers going in near us, which we're excited about because they have the best almond butter, and it's well priced too.
Yes, Amy Fitzpatrick, same. This is so weird. Oh, good question. In the summer, does it get too hot when you both go to sleep?
Yes. When we were in Quartzsite, some nights it was uncomfortably hot.
Yeah.
If it's in the even the low 80s, anywhere in the 80s, trying to sleep, 2 people in a small bed is not super comfortable.
It's terrible. So then we have to move up in elevation to get cooler.
Yeah. Whole Foods is cool. I like natural grocers more though, because of all their bulk stuff and everything.
I think Whole Foods has been doing really cool stuff though, like creating a cool working space for people at the different shops, and it's cool to have the Amazon lockers, because I think that kind of promotes this type of a lifestyle, or it coincides with it, I guess. However, we are never by a Whole Foods. We're never close enough to a large city, so it doesn't really work for us. Bedtime here in Wisconsin. Nice chatting with you. Thanks, Steve. We're gonna hit the A soon too. I can't believe how long we've been here and how many people have been watching and how many donations we've received. This is... I couldn't have anticipated that getting Wi-Fi would have this. It's so freaking cool. How long are you going to live for?
That's a good point. People used to sit around in their living rooms listening to the radio.
Oh,
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
Huh.
Yeah, so this is kind of the format we want to do with a podcast. Maybe not this informal, but like pick a topic and just talk nonchalant about it. And
then
honestly,
it would be...
after doing this, the chat might be a cool thing to have active. You know?
It would. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could do both, because I'd like to take the podcasts and then be able to put them on podcast apps, just so that the people who like that, like my sister is always listening to podcasts and radio podcasts like later as she drives to work. So I'd love to be able to have the audio available. Harry Potter and the Sacred Text?
Ooh, I love El Paso.
No?
That's I love the climbing in Waco Tanks. That's like the coolest place I've ever rock climbed. It's a bunch of like excellent bouldering.
What's 1111? Big 1111 portal?
I don't know.
Oh, 11. What does that mean? Or like what? I've heard some astrology things.
We're the only reality show they like to watch.
What is?
Us.
Oh.
Cool things? Question mark.
This turmeric drink, I want it to be sweeter because it's almost sweet, but it's not quite sweet. But I like it.
Bowlers are awesome. Very much agreed.
It's awesome that you guys are doing this. I don't think you guys realize the impact you have on so many people. I hope you guys see that now and continue these. That means so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this has been a really inspiring thing. It's like filled me full of energy, at least. I'm sure you're the same. So many more opportunities. It's really cool.
I'm very aware that Barron is very attractive.
What? Did you delete that one? I don't see that. I'm just kidding.
Go read it over and over. Oh my God, Veterans Day. I was in the post office today. I thought the internet was supposed to be, it was supposed to be here yesterday. But even today, at the end of the day, 12 o'clock is when they close. It still wasn't in our P.O. box. So we about had a meltdown when she told me that Veterans Day is on Monday, so we wouldn't be able to get Wi-Fi until Tuesday, and my data is all ran out on my phone, so I have some things to do, and I was worried, but cool. Everybody gets a day off. Good deal. How's the heat? It's freaking hot. I am like sweating.
Yeah, it's...
The ice cream.
Oh no, I put water in it.
Oh,
to
okay.
clean it out.
These are good containers. You see?
Yeah, we should keep it.
For what? It's just a good container.
Yeah.
I don't know what for.
As long as it's clean, we'll find a use for it. It's got a like nice screw-on lid.
When you went to Vegas, where did you leave the Scamp? We were staying in Lake Havasu City, and we left it there. Drove 2.5 hours to Vegas.
We left it at a friend's house, though, right?
Yeah. I think. Oh, and one time we left it at a campground, but Randy was our neighbor, so he was watching it. We don't really leave the Scamp alone, aside from, like, small trips into town. Are you into crystals at all? I have all my rocks at home. It wasn't very practical to have them here.
Somebody said they listened to the collection after your first video.
Really? We just got to see them live a few weeks ago.
They're awesome.
David is one of our good friends, and he's a master at lyrics.
What do you guys want? What should we do on like these live streams and stuff? Like, what would be cool to see? Like, maybe not right now, but just generally speaking. Like, how could we use this tool in interesting ways?
Making soup.
Making soup, that's what else? I think it would be fun to use while we're driving.
Mm-hmm. We have the best conversations when we drive.
Yeah. We don't often listen to anything, we'll just drive.
More Q&A, just talk. That's so weird to me.
Live stream your upgrades or gatherings and driving. Are there any like cool new things we could show them?
Right now?
Yeah. Like...
Yes, exactly.
Oh, our saw. We haven't shown YouTube the saw yet. Do you want to show them?
Live should be spontaneous, like driving. Show us your day-to-day in the Scamp. Okay, well, we'll just film everything, I guess.
Yeah.
Silky gone, boy.
Careful. It's really sharp. Yeah, live art is a great idea. What?
Sharp.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
Dangerous woman.
What are we reading right now? Oh, that's a fun question. I'm reading Mycelium Running by Paul Stamets. It's about... Mycelium is like the fungal network that is like the white stuff on the ground underneath mushrooms. It's like the main body of the mushroom, and then the mushroom is its like reproductive organism, or reproductive whatever. But anyway, it's all about the different things that different mushrooms are useful for and that kind of stuff. And I'm reading the Don Juan. I just started reading or I'm like halfway through the first Don Juan book.
Gear review is a good one to do that for live streams. I'm reading a period health book. It's my second one. It's not getting me very far.
What time is it where you are?
I don't freaking know.
Like 6:45 or something, maybe.
Is it? Feels like it's like 10. I've been awake since probably 5:45.
6:50.
Wow, 6:51. Mountain time. Are we religious? I would say I am a spiritual person.
Not, I don't subscribe to like any particular religion, but I take a lot of wisdom from, I don't know, whatever makes sense.
It's such a sensitive topic for people
Yeah.
that it's hard to be super honest about where
Yeah.
we're at. I have been washing my hair more lately because we've had more access to showers. I do use a shampoo and conditioner. It's like a natural cucumber. I don't know.
What foods we have? A mini tour of the Scamp.
In the daytime, a tour would be good, but we could pull out some of our.
Supplements.
Yeah, do you want to see some supplements?
We have a bunch
Yeah,
of
right.
apples.
This is one of the.
We have a bunch of apples, a bunch of sardines we've been stocking up on. Kind of want to eat something.
You do?
Yeah.
Salmon oil,
An orange.
pine pollen. I should put some of this in my drink.
Girl. Do you smoke weed? I've tried it once, but I didn't inhale.
Do you see the spoon up there thing? The teaspoon?
Oh,
Half
yeah.
teaspoon?
It was up here earlier today. I don't see it now.
What the heck?
Oh, here it is.
Thanks.
Live stream about being in a relationship, living this lifestyle in the space. How do you work with that? Will Barron do his own channel soon? Barron doesn't know. I don't know, like, with this and, I don't know.
He's gone back and forth a lot.
Yeah,
Because it's hard because
yeah.
this is where the audience is who knows us and knows what we're doing. Wandering Memphis. Thank you. I would love to get an ultralight trailer. Sick.
Yeah, let us know when you're looking at them and stuff, and like shoot me an email and I'll give you any advice and stuff that I can.
But on the YouTube thing, the audience is here. So for him to start another channel, that would then be an energy shift of his into a whole new thing. When
Yeah.
I would really like for him to start putting YouTube videos on my channel. Because that would be nice. And also, like,
And
people
I'm
would
working
love
on,
to
like,
see it.
other stuff too. Like I'm working on a book, and my website is kind of a cool thing. Normal, the number 2, nomad.com. I hate saying the number 2, but I have to do it because the URL is cool. The book is coming along well. I have like.
Ah!
What? Did you ruin it? What did you do?
It's just lumpy mess now.
Oh.
I didn't realize. Did you just drink all that hemp milk yourself? Did you just drink it alone?
Oh, I thought that was tea. That wasn't tea?
It was just hemp milk.
It was delicious, regardless. Oh wow. Your face was hysterical. Oh my god.
It doesn't taste bad. It's just texture thing.
We're really aware of our environments. We don't have very many unsafe situations. Oh, and I want to show you guys the book on a live stream so I can get feedback and stuff. That would be really cool. Little wood stove is excellent.
Considered renaming to Normal to Nomad, but I've had Elsa Rhae as my channel for so many iterations of content that I've done that it is kind of like, this is my
It's like Elsa's creative outlet.
Yeah.
I don't want to like impede on that at all, you know?
and also given the way that I've done things, like after Scamp Life, whenever that may end, we could be completely changing content, so it would be hard to, I don't want to rename it and then have it change. I've changed so many times. I did face paint to mural stuff to like drawing stuff to Scamp Life, and most of you have stayed with me throughout.
Thanks for downloading iBooks. iBooks is awesome. That's where I read all my books.
Camp is behind the camera sleeping.
A Walk in the Woods? Who is that? I don't think I've read it. Is it Thoreau? Is that right? No. I just downloaded the Travels Through America with his dog, something, I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
I just found you two tonight. Awesome. I hope you stick around. How interesting are these vitamins?
Who wrote Walk in the Woods? Bill Bryson, okay.
Oh, Camp heard his name and started freaking out.
You okay, dude?
Oh, come here.
We got... Yeah. Cool. I'm glad that you're liking the live stream, guys. It's fun to do, and it's like a lot more direct than editing a video and doing all that. Are we into any kind of any type of EDM? Yes.
We more so. We used to be more so.
Yeah.
Living out here has made our taste in music more acoustic and folky, actually.
Yeah, which is kind of a weird thing.
But when we were like working on our laptops all the time in the city,
yeah.
Electronic music was the jam.
I just found a instrumental trap station on Spotify that's excellent when I'm trying to like do stuff. Do more live streaming, you got it.
Do you do Burning Man? I've been to a couple regional burns. I would like to go to the big burn. I just haven't known the right people to go with, even though I know that that's not a requirement. It's kind of like the opposite.
How often do we get food in town? What do you mean? Like go to the store?
We go to the store most days that we're in town.
It depends on where we are, you know? Like if there's a store close, then we, like a health food store, then we'll go in there and like get kombucha or whatever often, but. Yeah, Camp is thin, but he's pretty badass and capable, and he seems to be fine, so. Thin is better than fat.
Most Shibas are fat.
Yeah.
A vlog with you guys going to Burning Man would be awesome.
For the cute puppers, that's awesome. Thank you.
But filming at Burning Man is like kind of you're not really supposed to. It's all about being in the moment. And I don't know. But he's very smitten right now.
Thanks for the love on the Freeing Yourself blog post.
Hey, we got a donation from Kay
awesome.
Alama for the cute puppers. You hear that, mister? You got a donation. That's going to be some sardines for you.
You get sardines. He said, what?
What did you say? Look at all this muscle, though. He's a strong boy.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's a mountain goat.
No baggage? What is no baggage? Did my phone?
One of my favorite books recently was Stranger in the Woods.
Yeah.
About a recluse guy, a hermit living for like 27 years alone in the woods. I'd love to read more books like that. Into the Woods by Thoreau, I was into a lot this summer.
That's not Into the Woods. Into the Woods is a different book they were talking about earlier. That's
Huh?
You're thinking of Walden.
Walden. Thoreau.
Yeah, you said Into the Woods.
Oh, whoops. But that's part of the title, isn't it? It's something in the woods.
Yeah, maybe.
Camp, he's falling asleep as he sits.
Did Camp have a hard time adjusting? Kind of. Just different. I can't. I'm not in it. Sorry. I'll just talk from Camp.
You little boy. CP. Yoga time. Please come back and live stream. Thanks
Cool.
so much, Amy.
Get your yoga in. Yoga is good for you.
CP.
Walden or Life in the Woods.
Okay.
I'm reading
Thanks.
Walden right now too. I read it like very slowly because
There's a lot
yeah,
to it.
there's a lot of really good quotes. Dirty
That's
Life.
what helps me get through that book is highlighting quotes.
Yeah. It would be fun to share our like book highlights or something.
Yeah, it would. I really like getting all these comments of these different books, though.
He's so quiet and behaved.
Yeah.
Because he's getting pets. He was yelling at us a minute ago. We're from the Kansas City area.
We
Any
need to
more
put our curtains
exciting
up.
questions or anything? It's almost
It's the
time for
Mandala
sleep.
Crochet Girl here. What's up, girl? She does some really sick mandala crochet pieces.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I've
it
never
is.
seen those. Camp is a Shiba Inu.
He's like, you got a snack for me?
Not snacks, dude.
Black and white mandalas. Cool.
He doesn't care.
I have been crocheting washcloths lately. Trying to make some Christmas presents. Oh, yes, Mary. Send me that book, Harry Potter, whatever you said earlier. This is so amazing that I can just sit here and talk to you people.
What do you mean, you people? No, that was a joke. That was a joke. Sorry. What?
Whoa, knitter, crocheter, weaver, and spinner here. Fiber folks represent.
What does spinning mean?
Fire spinner?
Oh. Well,
Question mark.
No. Fiber folks? I don't know. Yeah, we love being out in the woods and in the mountains. That's why we decided to do this. Every time we visited, it was like, why don't we live there? So we made it happen.
I'm smoking bowl to your live.
Excellent. Way to go, Jan.
Whoops.
Blunts. Sick.
Blunts on blunts on blunts.
Spinning is how yarn is made from fiber like wool or flax.
How come your chat is quicker than my chat?
Have some bandwidth issues.
Bandwidth the juice. You really enjoy my cooking videos. Thank you.
We cooked soup earlier, and by we I mean Elsa. It was
Yeah,
great.
just reverse like back an hour and a half.
Goodness. Spinning with dog hair.
Oh, yes, I have. I have seen that.
I have not seen that. What is that?
You make like spin it into a fabric that you can like knit into sweaters out of your dog's hair.
Gross.
I think what I saw was it was more like Pomeranian, like curly, soft, like not this kind of. I don't really know. It was like a Facebook.
With camps, you'd have to use glue.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work with this.
Superverse. Play the ukulele. The
Oh.
ukulele is
I would love to.
it's kind of like
It's
way
tucked
underneath,
really deep underneath.
like
it's
under
really
the bed
hard
and
to-
under the storage.
We don't have a lot of room to just keep it laying out, so we keep it stored away. So then I never use it, which is stupid.
Shane wants a tattoo of your Lost in the Right Direction sticker.
Just send me a picture. If I'll allow that if you send me a picture. It's kind of a
And send me $20.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I never charge for those unless you get a specific custom design.
Which you're
designs-
not really trying to do.
Not really. it's hard to do like custom work for people because then it kind of takes the fun out of just designing stuff because there's a lot more pressure that I put on myself. He is being really cute right now. There's a little snow. Poison Glamour, thank you so much.
Love you too.
$10.
Oh, the chat taught you how to.
Huh?
He or she, I don't know, probably she was asking earlier.
Oh, how to donate.
How to donate.
Thank you.
Way to go, guys. Thanks for helping out.
Yes, and Miss Mary Lou is our donation cheerleader.
Yeah. We should do Sheba's in the chat, the little dog emoji. Can you do that for the donation?
There we go. That's better.
Pretty much all that we have is in the Scamp, except for like our studded snow tires.
Saw your stickers in my REI. Isn't that weird? Every time I go in there and see them, it's like, oh,
Sheba, as Miss Mary Lou did it. The Sheba emoji, that's awesome.
You get your own emoji, Camp. That's how spoiled you are.
Sheba Rockets, that's what it is. Rocket Shebas. That'll be our mascot on streams. How much have we got cash this stream?
Looks like $349. That is just silly.
Yeah, thank you guys. But
50
it's crazy.
$50 away from having our Wi-Fi paid for 2 months.
That's amazing.
It's ridiculous. I wonder how much YouTube takes from it.
I don't know.
I saw a comment that said maybe like 30%.
I don't know. I hope not.
It seems like YouTube takes so much out of my earnings paycheck. So much.
Yeah. We don't play hockey. I used to play roller hockey when I was younger.
I played soccer my whole life.
I played semi-professional paintball.
Yeah, that's really hot. I wish I could have seen you play.
That's so fun. Paintball is probably my favorite sport. Paintball and climbing.
YouTube
and
takes...
and then World of Warcraft.
You have the weirdest skill set. You like a really well-rounded but odd skill set.
Yeah. Been trying to be weird.
Paintball, World of Warcraft, lizards.
Pretty good at fishing.
Computers.
Really good with computers. Web development.
We don't have a beer right now.
Did you say reptiles, lizards?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have beer. It's a bummer. More cooking videos? I feel like that's the majority of what you have up so far.
Most people want more cooking videos. That is just so weird.
Did you guys actually enjoy watching Elsa cook soup? Was that like, was that something that you would like to happen ever again?
And should I just put the, like, film as I'm doing it and not talk much? Or do I need to engage more?
What do I do? Challenge videos? How do you mean? Like different...
Like challenges.
Like different... What are some challenges that we face?
No, like challenge. You know, like...
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, okay. Like the ice bucket or something.
I think people like soup updates in the Soupiverse.
Okay, excellent. Gotta take care of the people in the Soupiverse.
Hanging out and chatting with us is awesome too. That's so weird.
It's cool though.
It's amazing. Really cool. I just still can't get over how we're just sitting here talking to all you people live. Let your boyfriend also talk more while you cook. Okay. I can do that.
Do I have permission?
As though I've been controlling this and you talking at all.
Why are you offended? That was a joke.
Those have been your only jokes today. Or offensive ones, and then...
How? Okay. My bad.
Google takes 30% of the super chat. That's what I keep seeing.
Well,
Ugh.
that sucks.
Still got this month paid for.
What's that, like 60, 70, 80 bucks? Okay, well, we should do this on Twitch then. I wonder what they think.
Oh my god, 30%?
Yeah, that's a chunk.
That's terrible.
Yeah, send us Bitcoin.
Camp is being so sweet.
When will you do a live stream again? I don't know. Now we can do this whenever, so maybe just whenever we're doing something interesting, we can just like do that. Yeah, the adventure videos aren't like very well received on YouTube though. Like our paddleboarding video, I feel like was super cool.
Where we lost a camera underwater.
Yeah, and it was like the views were insane. I got some really cool drone shots, and I thought it was badass. But nobody really watched it, so we love making adventure videos. I think I do especially, but they aren't as well received as everything else. Awesome. Tiny is the best. And tell him to get a DJI Spark. They're a great drone for the money, I think. Especially if you get it like lightly used. Sentimental stuff? It's a good question.
I can understand how sentimental things would be challenging to get rid of. I didn't have a whole lot of them though.
I don't either.
Like traditional passed down stuff, I didn't have a lot of.
I have a lot, like, I feel like that's mostly in the relationships that I had with, like, my grandparents and stuff. Like, the sentimental things are the memories more so than the things. So it wasn't really like, I don't know. And then we just gave most of our stuff to friends. And
then it can
sold what
still
we could,
stay
and
close to us. Our
yeah.
favorite things that we can't have, but we want to not just get rid of. Then you can see your friends use them, which is almost better. Almost get more satisfaction that way.
We don't smoke a lot of blunts, believe it or not. Bigger camper? I don't know, because it seems like a kind of shoe-in, like people act like bigger is better 100% in the camper world, and truly in a lot of things. But I don't really want a bigger camper. The portability of this and how cheap it is to tow and everything is better than having more space. Like if like little space upgrades that we could get would be like a hardtop carrier for our car, so that we could keep stuff in there and stuff like that. But I really like how we have our setup right now, so I wouldn't want something bigger.
I don't know if this can be monetized, this live stream. We'll have to see. This is our kind of first time doing this. And I'm kind of sleepy.
Yeah, I'm getting there too. What is it, like 8 o'clock? We've been going to bed like a couple hours after sunsets and waking up with the sun. And waking up a couple times throughout the night to stoke the fire.
I fell asleep the other night at like 7:45.
We're thinking about getting an electric blanket, like a 50-watt electric blanket, because that wouldn't put too much stress on our solar. And we've been actually making a good amount of power. If I can get those, if anybody has any or like has ever built thermoelectric generators with little Seebeck tiles, they like make electric energy out of the difference in temperature between two different faces. Send me an email or something, because I'm trying to make a thermoelectric generator for the Cubic Mini. Kind of like what BioLite makes, except for this.
It would be awesome.
20 bucks.
Carmen of the Village, thank you.
That's so cool. Thank you, Carmen.
That is so cool.
Hello to Italy. I live on a boat. That's something that I think would be really cool. Like a small sailboat with a motor that can fold down. That's about the size of a Scamp inside. That would be really badass.
We've had Camp since he was a little bitty puppy. He's gonna be 5 in February. It's like, no, don't put me back.
Yeah, the 16 Scamp with the dinette and the couch is really cool. We've thought about that, but we would likely have to get a bigger car, and it'd be a lot harder to position, and it's just like more to deal with. Wow, somebody just donated 20 bucks.
I was told by Carly. Gosh, thank you.
Thank you, Carly. That's amazing. Can't believe this is real. Thank you guys so much. This has been crazy awesome. But I think we're going to go to bed. And we can stream tomorrow because we have unlimited internet.
We can do this
we can
all
just
the
hang
time.
out all the time, guys. What do you want to do tomorrow? Miss Mary Lou,
Stop
another
it!
20 bucks. Oh, thank you, Jacob.
Mary Lou.
You guys are awesome. Too nice.
Girl. Thank you for all that you've done in this chat. Being our cheerleader. Thank
Yeah,
you,
Mary
Jacob.
Lou, you got admin rights.
Go follow
coming
her on
soon.
Instagram. Yeah, for sure. She could be our mod.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get back to you on that. We'll chat soon. Okay, guys, this has been really fun. I can't. We surpassed $400 on this freaking over 2-hour long chat. This is nuts.
Yeah.
On our first day of Wi-Fi, this is just insane.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we can't thank you
This
enough.
opens up so many opportunities, and we can like do a lot more cool stuff and share it with you because of this. So, thank you.
Thank you.
All the love.
We'll see you guys really soon. I appreciate this. This was so much fun.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.